Hi everyone, welcome back to Sri Sampath Vinayaka Learn Easy channel. Now here we are going to discuss the integration by method of substitution. And this method of substitution is going to be discussed in two different sections. Here first one is integration by the method of substitutions, that is algebraic and trigonometric functions. Firstly we are going to discuss algebraic and trigonometric functions. Then after we are going to discuss the same integrations by parts. Okay now, in that section we are going to discuss integration of exponential, logarithmical and inverse trigonometric functions. Understand? Now see in the method of substitution, the first category is integration by the method of substitution, that is of algebraic and trigonometric functions. Okay now, here we have to remember some formulae. Those important formulas are integral e power ax dx. Now we have to think what is the substitution here. We know integral e power of x. Integral e power of x means e power of x only. We know this. But here we are having integral e power of ax dx. That means in the place of x we are having ax. That means our substitution is ax. Okay nama? So here integral, it is in the form of e power of x dx. So firstly we have to write integral e power of x means e power of x only. Okay now, by chain rule we are going to do the derivation of ax. Okay now, d by dx of ax means a only. Okay now, that a is going to be divided here. That means the substitution here is going to be derivated and the obtained result is going to be kept in the denominator. But in the process of derivations, the substitution is derivated and it is used as multiplication. Understand? For example, suppose 7 into sin x whole cube is going to be derivated. Then 7 is constant, we are going to keep the 7 outside. Sin x whole cube is in the form of x cube. For that x cube we know 3 into sin x whole power of 2. Okay now, the derivation. Now in the place of x we have sin x. So that sin x is going to be derivated. It is going to be multiplied to the result. Understand? But here in the integration, okay, that result which we obtained after derivation is going to be divided to the result. That is why here we divided. See it is in the form of integral sin x dx. Okay now, we know integral sin x dx means minus cos x. So we are going to write this as minus cos. In the place of x I have ax plus b. Okay, now I have to derivate this ax plus b. Okay now, that obtained result is going to be kept in the denominator. That is d by dx of ax plus b means a only left. Okay, so it is the answer. That is, we are going to write this as minus 1 by a into cos ax plus b. Understand plus c we have to write. Similarly, see integral cos ax plus b dx is in the form of integral cos x. So this can be expressed as sin x. Okay, and the ax plus b is going to be derivated and obtained result is going to be placed in the denominator and plus c. Similarly, integral, it is in the form of secant square x dx. We know integral secant square x dx means tan x. And again we are going to derivate this ax plus b and we are going to write the obtained result in the denominator. Understand In this way we are going to do the substitutions. Few more formulas are there. Now we are going to write them also. See integral cosecant square ax plus b dx. It is in the form of integral cosecant square x dx. For that we know the formula is minus cot x. So here we are going to write minus cot. In the place of x I have ax plus b. Now I am going to write ax plus b by, again I am going to derive this ax plus b and I have to write the obtained value in the denominator plus c. Similarly, integral cosecant ax plus b into cot ax plus b dx. It is in the form of integral cosecant x into cot x. Its value is minus cosecant x. So we have to write this as minus cosecant. In the place of x I have ax plus b. Now I have to I have to derivate this ax plus b and I have to write the result in the denominator. Understand ma? Similarly see, this is integral secant ax plus b into tan ax plus b dx. It is in the form of integral secant x into tan x dx. That's value we know, that is secant x, that is secant ax plus b whole by a. Why? Because I have to derivate that ax plus b and I have to write the obtained result in the denominator. It is in the form of integral 1 by x dx ma. For that integral 1 by x dx we know the value as log x. In the place of x I have ax plus b. Now I am going to write ax plus b. And I have to derivate this ax plus b and I have to write the obtained result in the denominator. Plus c. Understand ma? See ma? Some important theorems to be remembered. These are theorems and also formulas ma. So integral f dash x by f of x dx. If you are going to find any function in this form, then that value is going to be expressed as log of this function denominator, the value which is in the denominator plus c. Whenever you are going to find some function, okay na, in this particular form, that is integral f dash of x by f of x dx, then we are going to express that value as log of that function plus c ma. Understand? And second one, if any function or any given integral is in the form of integral f dash of x by root over f of x dx, then we are going to express its value as 2 into root over that function plus c ma. Understand? If we are going to find any function which is in the form of integral f dash of ax plus b dx, then that value is going to be expressed as f of ax plus b by a plus c ma. Okay, these are very useful formulas and theorems which are going to be applied in the next problems of the exercise. Fourth theorem or the formula to be remembered is integral f of x whole power of n into the function's derivative, that is f dash of x dx, then that can be evaluated as f of x whole power of n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c ma. Okay, whenever you are going to find any given question in this form, that is integral f of x whole power of n into its derivative f dash of x dx, then that can be expressed as f of x whole power of n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Okay, now depends on these four formulas or theorems, some problems we are now going to solve. Then you can understand how to use these formulas. Okay, now we are going to discuss the application of the formulas which we were discussed earlier. Okay, for that see, the first example is find integral 6x by 3x square minus 2 dx. Okay, once observe keenly ma. Here the denominator 3x square minus 2 is our function. Okay, let us suppose that is our required function f of x. Its derivative is already there in the numerator. Understand ma? See, 3x square minus 2's derivative is 6x. So I am going to rearrange this as, let I is equal to, see my integral d by dx of 3x square minus 2 by 3x square minus 2 dx. Why I am arranging like this? I think you can understand. Okay. See ma, this can be expressed as integral, see ma, 3x square minus 2 whole dash by 3x square minus 2. Okay, dx. Or you may write directly from this ma. It is like f dash x by f of x. Its value is going to be, see ma, f dash x by f of x can be expressed as log of 3x square minus 2, okay, plus c. Okay, if you want to write the formula, write ma, integral f dash x by f of x dx is equal to log of f of x plus c. Understand ma? Coming to the second example, here let I is equal to integral, Okay, sin inverse x whole square into, I am going to rearrange this as 1 by root over 1 minus x square dx. See ma, the same given integration value is going to be expressed as integral sin inverse x whole square into 1 by root over 1 minus x square dx. Understand ma? Now see, here derivative of sin inverse x we know. Okay, derivative of sin inverse x is 1 by root over 1 minus x square. That means here I am going to write or rearrange this function as sin inverse x whole power of 2 into d by dx of sin inverse x ma. Okay, dx. Okay, as we discussed, integral f power nx into f dash x dx, that can be expressed as f of n plus 1x by n plus 1 plus c. Understand ma? Similarly, I am going to write its value as, okay, sin inverse x whole power of 3, 2 plus 1 by 3 plus c ma. Okay, understand, in this way we are going to apply the already discussed formula. See, here it is very easy ma. Sin inverse x whole square and we have its derivative, that is 1 by root over 1 minus x square. So firstly we have to think which formula is going to be best suitable here. See ma, example 3. Evaluate integral 1 by 1 plus 2x plus 1 whole square dx ma. Firstly see, it is in the form of 1 by 1 plus something square ma. Okay, we know 1 by 1 plus something square is the derivative of tan inverse x. Firstly we have to retrieve the formulas of the derivations. So d by dx of tan inverse x we know 1 by 1 plus x square. That is why here I am going to considering the function f of x as tan inverse x. Then by derivating it, f dash of x is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square we know. See ma, f dash of x is equal to 1 by 1 plus x square no. Here I am having x, so it is f dash x. If I am having 2x, see ma, 1 by 1 plus 2x whole square. This can be expressed as f dash of 2x. Understand? But here I am having in the question 1 by 1 plus 2x plus 1 whole square. So the given question will be rearranged as integral f dash of 2x plus 1. Why? In the place of x square I am having 2x plus 1 whole square. So I am going to rearrange this as integral f dash of 2x plus 1 dx. Okay, we know its value is, okay, f of 2x plus 1 whole by what ma? 2 plus c according to this formula ma. Okay, now integral f dash of ax plus b dx is going to be expressed as f of ax plus b by 2 plus c. See ma, f of this means tan inverse of, okay, 1 by 2 into tan inverse of 2x plus 1 plus c ma. Why? Because see, f of 2x plus 1, f of x is equal to tan inverse x means f of 2x plus 1 means tan inverse of 2x plus 1. Okay, this is our answer ma. It's a very simple question. Okay, and we have to apply many logics and many formulas here. Understand ma? So see ma, now we are going to discuss the evolution of integrals of the trigonometric functions tan, cot, secant and cosecant. Firstly we are going to discuss about the tan. So integral of tan x dx, that can be expressed as integral of sin x by cos x. As we discussed some formulas earlier, we are going to apply those formulas ma. That is, see ma, here the sin x and cos x are derivatives to one another ma. Only the sign is changed here. Okay, now see, here the denominator is cos x. Cos x derivative is minus sin x, we know. So that is why I just arranged minus in the numerator. Okay, its value is going to be changed now. That is why I am going to write minus outside. So that minus of minus it becomes plus. So there is no change in the value. So here we just arranged the derivative of cos x in the numerator, that is minus sin x. Okay, now this becomes a theorem or formula. Okay, integral f dash of x by f of x dx, we know its value as log of f of x. Okay now, so I am going to write its value as this minus is going to be written at coefficient value, and its value integral of minus sin x by cos x is going to be expressed as log of cos x. Okay, we know that whenever we are having some value, okay, as a coefficient for the logarithm, then that can be transferred to the power. So this minus 1 is going to be transferred to the power of this cos x. Then this becomes log of cos x whole power of minus 1 plus c. That means cos x whole power of minus 1 can be expressed as log of, see now, if you want to write log of 1 by cos x. Okay, we know 1 by cos x means secant x. So in the place of 1 by cos x, we just expressed secant x, log of secant x plus c. So that is why integral tan x dx can be expressed as log of secant x plus c. Now coming to integral of cot x dx. We know that cot x means cos x by sin x, and the numerator cos x is the derivative of sin x. So it can be expressed directly log of sin x. Why? Because sin x derivative is cos x. Then integral derivative of sin x by sin x, that can be expressed as log of sin x plus c. The third formula here, integral secant x dx we have to calculate. Okay, and this integral secant x dx can be expressed as secant x into secant x plus tan x by secant x plus tan x. These two terms are going to be cancelled, then secant x dx only left here. Okay, why I am arranging this means, once derivative of secant x plus tan x once you have to calculate. Derivative of secant x, we know that secant x tan x, and derivative of tan x we know secant square x. Okay, now from these two terms take out secant x as common. Then here secant x left, that is going to be written here, and plus tan x. That means the derivative of secant x plus tan x is nothing but secant x into secant x plus tan x. That is why here I multiplied with secant x plus tan x and divided with the same secant x plus tan x. So its derivative is adjusted in the numerator. So it is like derivative of secant x plus tan x by secant x plus tan x. So integral of f dash x by f of x dx is log of f of x, no? So log of secant x plus tan x. And that too, this log of secant x plus tan x can be expressed as log of tan pi by 4 plus x by 2. Because see this simplification, secant x plus tan x can be expressed as 1 by cos x plus sin x by cos x. These two are like fractions, no? Just write 1 plus sin x by cos x. While writing, this sin x can be expressed as sin 2 into x by 2. And this cos x is going to be expressed as cos 2 into x by 2. Because we have to simplify this. Sin 2x means 2 sin x cos x. So here sin 2 into x by 2. That is going to be expressed as 2 into sin x by 2 into cos x by 2. One can be expressed as sin square x by 2 plus cos square x by 2. Because we know sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Similarly, sin square x by 2 plus cos square x by 2 is going to be the 1. Okay, now it is cos 2 theta. Cos 2 theta means we know cos square theta minus sin square theta. So cos 2 into x by 2 can be expressed as cos square x by 2 minus sin square x by 2. And the numerator can be expressed as a plus b whole square, that is sin x plus cos x whole square. And the denominator is in the form of a square minus b square, and that can be expressed as a plus b into a minus b. Here cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 is going to be cancelled with one of the powers. Okay, now then left out values are sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 whole by cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2. Now here I am going to divide the numerator and denominator with cos x by 2. Here sin x by 2 plus cos x by 2 is going to be divided with cos x by 2. So cos x by 2 plus sin x by 2 cos x by 2. Similarly, cos x by 2 minus sin x by 2 cos x by 2. Okay, here these two are going to be cancelled, and here the value is 1. So 1 plus tan x by 2 and 1 minus tan x by 2. We know that 1 plus tan x by 2 by 1 minus tan x by 2 is nothing but tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2. Okay, to write it in a simple form, just write this 1 as tan pi by 4. Why? Because tan 45 is 1, no? That is why. Plus x tan x by 2. 1 minus tan pi by 4 into tan x by 2. It is like tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b. So that can be expressed as tan of pi by 4 plus x by 2 more. So that is why log of secant x plus tan x can be expressed as log of tan pi by 4 plus x by 2 whole plus c more. Okay. This is a very important formula. Okay. I hope you understand how to simplify and how to write the evaluation of integral secant x dx. Understand ma? See here the fourth one, integral cosecant x dx. Again I am going to write this integral cosecant x dx as cosecant x into cosecant x minus cot x by cosecant x minus cot x, because again this cosecant x minus cot x are going to be cancelled. Then listen ma, here the derivative of cosecant x minus cot x once I am going to calculate. See, derivative of cosecant x minus cot x is going to be expressed as, see, d by dx of cosecant x means we know minus cosecant x into cot x, and d by dx of cot x means we know minus cosecant square x. Minus of this minus becomes plus cosecant square x more. From these two terms I am going to take out cosecant x as common. Then here cosecant x is going to be left, here minus cot x is the remaining value. So derivative of cosecant x minus cot x is nothing but cosecant x into cosecant x minus cot x. That means it is in the form of f dash of x by f of x. Why? Because its denominator's derivative is there in the numerator. That is why that can be expressed as log of the denominator. And this cosecant x minus cot x is nothing but tan x by 2. That can be observed here. See ma, cosecant x minus cot x is equal to 1 by sin x minus cos x by sin x. And both are like fractions no ma. So 1 minus cos x by sin x. We know that 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2. Similarly, sin x is going to be expressed as sin 2 into x by 2. Okay now, 2 sin square x by 2 means 2 into sin x by 2 into sin x by 2 whole by sin 2a means 2 sin a cos a. Okay, similarly, here we are going to expand. Here 2 and 2 are going to be cancelled, sin x by 2 and sin x by 2 are going to be cancelled here. So sin x by 2 by cos x by 2 left. That is nothing but tan x by 2 more. So that is why log of cosecant x minus cot x is nothing but log of tan x by 2 plus c. I hope you understand everyone. Now see ma, we are going to solve some of the problems by using the formulas which we were discussed earlier. Here he asked us to evaluate integral x power of 5 by 1 plus x power of 12 dx. Okay, firstly let I is equal to integral x power of 5 by 1 plus x power of 12 dx, and this can be expressed as integral x power of 5 by 1 plus x power of 6 whole square dx. Why I am arranging this means, see ma, if I am going to substitute x power of 6 with some letter, then it is going to be solved easily. Put x power of 6 is equal to some t. Then this becomes, see ma, just you have to derivate on both sides. So x power of 6 derivative means 6 into x power of 5. You have to write dx is equal to dt. Okay. So whenever you are going to substitute something with another variable, you have to convert the entire given integral into the variable which you are going to substitute. That means here we substituted x power of 6 in terms of t. So I have to convert the entire value into the terms of t only ma. That is why, see ma, 6 into x power of 5 dx is equal to dt. By this x power of 5 dx is equal to 1 by 6 into dt ma. Okay, then this I will become, I is equal to integral c ma, 1 by 1 plus t square. In the place of x power of 6 I am going to write t square, and x power of 5 dx means 1 by 6 dt. Here this 1 by 6 comes out. Why? Because it is a constant number. 1 by 6 into integral 1 plus t square dt. We know 1 by integral 1 by 1 plus t square is 1 by 6 into tan inverse t. Again we are going to resubstitute the t here. Okay, 1 by 6 into tan inverse t means what ma? X power of 6 plus c. This is our answer. I hope you understand. See ma, here he asked us to evaluate integral cos cube x into sin x dx. Okay, this problem can be solved in two different methods. Ma. See, firstly I am going to let I is equal to integral cos cube x into sin x dx. Ma. Okay, here just see cos x derivative is minus sin x, no ma. That is why here I am going to arrange the derivative of cos x ma. So derivative of cos x is, we know, sin x. Okay, dx. So it is in the form of integral f of n x into f dash of x dx. That can be expressed as f of n plus 1 of x by n plus 1 plus c, we know. So similarly, here I am going to write this value as minus of c ma. Cos of x whole power of n plus 1 by n plus 1 plus c. Here in the place of n I am going to write 3. Understand ma? That is minus of cos x, that means cos to the power of 4x by 4 plus c. Understand ma? This is one method. Okay. Another method by substitution. In the substitution, just I am going to substitute cos x, that is put cos x is equal to t ma. Derivate on both sides with respect to the respective variables. That is why d by dx of cos x we know minus sin x. At the end you have to write dx. Here I am derivating this t with respect to t now. D by dt of t is 1 into dt we have to write. That means sin x dx is equal to minus dt. Just I have to transfer this minus. Okay now. Therefore I becomes integral cos x means cos x whole cube, that is t cube, into sin x dx means minus dt. Okay, and this can be expressed as minus t cube dt ma. We know that integral x power of n dx means t to the power of 4 by 4 plus c. Now resubstitute the t value here. T means minus cos x, no ma. Minus cos to the power of 4x by 4 plus c. This is the second method ma. Find integral 1 minus 1 by x square into e power of x plus 1 by x dx. Here it is also going to be solved by using substitutions ma. Here which value is going to be substituted with some variable we have to observe first. Here see ma. We know the formula for integral e power of x. That means e power of something can be expressed as e power of some variable. That is why the power of this e is going to be substituted with some variable t. Okay. Firstly I am going to assume let I is equal to integral 1 minus 1 by x square into e power of x plus 1 by x dx ma. So here see ma, this can be expressed as e power of x plus 1 by x into 1 minus 1 by x square dx. Why I am arranging like this, you are going to know. Okay, see, we'll put x plus 1 by x is equal to some t ma. Derivate with respect to the respective variables on both sides. That is, d by dx of x means 1. d by dx of 1 by x means minus 1 by x square. Whole dx you have to write is equal to 1 into dt. Okay na? See ma, that means 1 minus 1 by x square dx is equal to dt. Therefore, I is equal to integral e power of t into 1 minus 1 by x square dx means dt ma. This can be expressed as e power of t plus c. Now you have to resubstitute the t value, e power of x plus 1 by x whole plus c ma. This is our answer. Evaluate integral 1 by root over sin inverse x into root over 1 minus x square dx. Okay, let I is equal to, see ma, this can be expressed as 1 minus x square under root by, okay, sin inverse x under root. Why I am arranging means you may know, see ma, root over sin inverse x, here it is. Sin inverse x derivative is 1 by root over 1 minus x square, we know. So this can be expressed as d by dx of sin inverse x, the numerator is going to be, by root over sin inverse x. Okay, and we know this is in the form of sigma integral f dash x by root over f of x, and its value can be 2 root f of x plus c. Okay, we discussed this theorem or formula. Okay, so this can be expressed now 2 into root over sin inverse x plus c. This is one method of solving ma. Another method is by substitution. Method 2 ma. See, for this, let I is equal to root over 1 by root over 1 minus x square by root over sin inverse x into dx. Here put sin inverse x is equal to t. So derivate with respect to x on left side, t on right side ma. So d by dx of sin inverse x means we know 1 by root over 1 minus x square. Just we have to write dx here. D by dt of t means 1 into dt we have to write. Therefore this I will become sigma integral this 1 by root over 1 minus x square dx can be expressed as dt and by root t. Okay, that means 1 by root t dt. 1 by root t means we know 2 into root t plus c. Again now we have to substitute in the place of t as sin inverse t ma. Sin inverse t plus c. This is our answer. See ma, evaluate integral sin power of 4x by cos power of 6x dx ma. So firstly you have to let I is equal to integral. This can be expressed as integral sin power of 4x by cos power of 4x into 1 by cos square x dx ma. This can be expressed as sin power of 4x by cos power of 4x means tan power of 4x into 1 by cos square means secant square x dx ma. Now once see here tan x whole power of 4 into secant square x dx. Okay, if I am going to assume tan x as a function, tan x derivative is secant square x dx. Now this is in the form of sigma integral f power of n x into f dash of x dx, and this can be expressed as f power of n plus 1 of x by n plus 1 plus c. So see, tan x derivative is secant square x now. So this can be expressed now tan x whole power of 5 by 5 plus c. This is one method. Or you may substitute here sigma from here. You may substitute, that is put tan x is equal to some t. Okay na? Derivate with respect to the respective variables. Secant square x dx is equal to dt, and this I can be expressed as sigma t power of 4 into dt now. That is t power of 5 by 5 plus c. In the place of t I am going to write again tan x. So tan power of 5x by 5 plus c. This is the other method. Sigma evaluate integral sin square x dx. So let I is equal to integral sin square x dx. See here, we know 1 minus cos 2 theta is equal to 2 sin square theta ma. So by this sigma sin square theta is equal to 1 minus cos 2 theta by 2 no. Similarly here sin square x can be expressed as 1 minus cos 2x by 2. Here 1 by 2 is taken out and this can be expressed as 1 dx whole minus integral cos 2x dx ma. See 1 by 2 into integral 1 dx means x we know minus 1 by 2 into, that is sin 2x. In the place of x I am having 2x. Okay, according to the chain rule we have to derivate that 2x and we have to write the obtained value in the denominator. Okay, plus c. So this can be expressed as 1 by 2x minus 1 by 4 into sin 2x plus c ma. This is our answer. Here he asked us to evaluate integral 1 by a sin x plus b cos x dx. Okay, for this, listen ma, let I is equal to integral, see, 1 by a sin x plus b cos x dx. Okay, put a is equal to r cos theta, comma b is equal to r sin theta. Then a sin x plus b cos x becomes sigma r cos theta into sin x plus r sin theta into cos x. By taking r as common, this becomes cos theta into sin x plus sin theta into cos x. That means it can be expressed as sin of x plus theta. Why? Because sigma. It is like sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. So then I becomes sigma 1 by r into sin x plus theta into dx. So here 1 by r comes out, and integral 1 by sin x plus theta means cosecant x plus theta into dx. We know that 1 by r into integral cosecant x dx is going to be log of tan x by 2, that is tan x plus theta by 2, okay, plus c. From this here I am going to write a square plus b square as a square plus b square as r square into cos square theta plus sin square theta, that is equal to 1. That implies a square plus b square is equal to r square, b by a is equal to r sin theta by r cos theta, that is equal to r tan theta. So b by a into r is equal to tan theta. That implies theta is equal to tan inverse b by ar. If you want to write, you may write in the place of theta. Okay, in the place of r I am going to write root over a square plus b square into log of sigma. Tan, if you want to write this 1 by 2 outside, then x plus, you may write theta as tan inverse b by ar. You may write tan inverse b by ar, okay, plus c. This is our required answer, understand? See, here he asked us to find the integral x square by root over x plus 5 dx. Okay, let I is equal to integral x square by root over x plus 5 dx. Okay, now this implies x is equal to t minus 5 and x square is equal to t minus 5 whole square. I am going to write this I value as sigma. Integral x square means t minus 5 whole square by root t dt. Why? Because I already told you that whenever you are going to substitute some value with another variable, I have to convert the entire value into the variable which you are going to substitute here. Okay, here we substituted x plus 5 is equal to t now. So I have to convert this entire value into the terms of t. So that is why sigma. This t minus 5 whole square means t square minus 10t plus 25 whole by t power of 1 by 2 dt. And by splitting in the numerator we are having 3 terms and the denominator is a single term now. Here we are going to split this entire value into 3 different terms. Now this can be expressed as t power of 2 minus 1 by 2 dt minus 10 into integral sigma t power of 1 minus 1 by 2 dt plus 25 into integral 1 by root t dt only. Understand, ma? So see, here it is 3 by 2, ma. Okay, so t power of 3 by 2 plus 1 by 3 by 2 plus 1, okay, minus 10 into, here the value is t power of 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 plus 25 into 2 root t plus c. Okay, Nama. So see, here this can be expressed as 3 by 2 plus 1 means 5 by 2. 5 by 2 means 2 by 5 it is. 2 by 5 into, in the place of t I am going to write x plus 5. So x plus 5 whole power of 5 by 2 minus Sima 10 into this 3 by 2 becomes 2 by 3 into t means x plus 5 whole power of 3 by 2 plus 50 into root over x plus 5 plus c. This is our answer, ma. See, ma, here he asks us to find integral x by root over 1 minus x dx. So let I is equal to integral x by root over 1 minus x dx. Here put x is equal to sine square theta, ma. This implies dx is equal to 2 into sine theta into, by chain rule, cos theta d theta. Okay, here see, x is equal to sine square theta. That implies here I am going to write 1 minus x is equal to 1 minus sine square theta. That implies 1 minus x is equal to cos square theta. Okay, that we have to remember. Now I is equal to integral x means we know that sine square theta, root 1 minus x means root cos square theta it is, into dx means 2 sine theta into cos theta d theta. Here root cos square theta and cos theta are going to be cancelled, and 2 taken out, this can be sine cube theta d theta. We know that sine 3a is equal to 3 sine a minus 4 sine cube a. By this, sine cube a is equal to sine 3a minus 3 sine a by 4. So by this, I am going to write sine cube theta as sine 3 theta minus 3 sine theta by 4 d theta. Take out this 4 outside and integral sine 3 theta d theta minus 3 into 2 by 4 into integral sine theta d theta. And this can be expressed as 1 by 2 into sine theta means integral sine theta we know cos theta by 3 minus 3 by 2 into cos theta plus c. And this can be expressed as 1 by 6 into cos 3 theta means, okay, now 4 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta minus 3 by 2 into cos theta plus c. Here it is 2 by 3 into cos cube theta minus 1 by 2 into cos theta minus 3 by 2 into cos theta plus c. Now I am going to write its value as c. 2 by 3 cos cube theta. Cos theta means c, root 1 minus x. Cos cube theta means 1 minus root 1 minus x whole cube. Okay, why? Because cos theta means, see here 1 minus x is equal to cos cube theta, no? Then cos theta is equal to root 1 minus x. So root 1 minus x whole cube. See, minus of minus 3 by 2 means totally it is 2 cos theta. 2 cos theta means root over 1 minus x plus c. This is our required answer. See, evaluate integral dx by root over x plus 4 into x plus 5. Okay, firstly let I is equal to integral dx by x plus 5 into root over x plus 4. Okay, for this put x plus 4 is equal to t square. That implies sigma dx is equal to 2t into dt. Okay, that implies sigma here x plus 4 plus 1 is equal to t square plus 1. That implies x plus 5 is equal to t square plus 1 more. So similarly, I am going to write the value I. I is equal to integral. In the place of dx, I am going to write 2t dt. X plus 5 means t square plus 1. Okay, root over t square it is. Okay, this can be expressed as 2 into t dt by t square plus 1 into t. Here this t and t are going to be cancelled. Integral dt by t square plus 1 means we know that tan inverse t. Okay, nama, plus c. So 2 into tan inverse t means what, ma? Root over x plus 4 plus c. This is our answer. I hope you understand.